Born James Eugene Carrey in Newmarket, Ontario, Canada in 1962, Jim's childhood wasn't a walk in the park. Financial struggles forced the family to move frequently, and young Jim developed a unique coping mechanism: humor. He honed his mimicry skills, mimicking family members, teachers, and anyone else who crossed his path, discovering the power of laughter to lift spirits and connect with others. At the age of 15, Jim dropped out of high school to pursue stand-up comedy, a daring leap of faith that showcased his early determination and unwavering belief in his comedic abilities. "My father could have been great at comedy, but he got stuck in an accounting job. When I was 12, I realized I could make him laugh. It became my mission to keep him laughing because life was kind of tough." Jim Carrey. The stand-up scene was a tough teacher, filled with rejections and harsh criticism. But Jim persevered, his boundless energy and improvisational skills gradually winning over audiences. He moved to Los Angeles in his early 20s, landing roles in The Duck Factory and in Living Color, where his rubber-faced antics and wacky characters catapulted him to national recognition. Landing the lead role in Ace Ventura: Pet Detective in 1994 was a pivotal turning point. The film's outrageous humor and Jim's manic performance became a box office smash, solidifying him as a comedic superstar. "I do physical comedy because I like moving my body. I like the sound effects my body can make. My body is my instrument." Jim Carrey. The success of Ace Ventura opened doors for Jim to explore more nuanced roles. He showcased his dramatic range in The Truman Show and Man on the Moon, earning critical acclaim and proving his comedic brilliance wasn't limited to slapstick. He continued to balance blockbuster comedies like Liar Liar and Bruce Almighty with dramatic fare like Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind, solidifying his place as a versatile and captivating actor. Despite his professional success, Jim's personal life faced challenges. He experienced the loss of his mother and struggled with depression, openly discussing his mental health struggles and advocating for destigmatization. These experiences influenced his artistic choices, leading him to explore deeper themes in films like I Love You, Philip Morris and Kidding, showcasing a vulnerability and emotional depth that resonated with audiences. Depression is a real disease. It is not something to be ashamed of. Jim Carrey. Jim Carrey's impact on the world of comedy extends far beyond his own hilarious performances. He has left an indelible mark on the industry, inspiring generations of comedians and audiences alike. Let's dive deeper into his lasting influence. Jim's brand of physical humor, combined with his improvisational skills and willingness to push boundaries, redefined what was considered acceptable in comedy. He wasn't afraid to be weird, outrageous, and even uncomfortable, paving the way for a new wave of comedians who embraced absurdity and challenged traditional comedic norms. Comedy is acting out on everything you are afraid of. Jim Carrey. From comedians like Will Ferrell and Ryan Reynolds to actors like Kristen Wiig and Zach Galifianakis, countless comedic talents cite Jim as an inspiration. His influence can be seen in their willingness to take risks, embrace physical comedy, and push the envelope with their own unique styles. Jim's openness about his mental health struggles resonated deeply with audiences, sparking important conversations about destigmatizing mental illness. He's also a vocal advocate for environmental causes and animal rights, using his platform to raise awareness and inspire action. The purpose of life is not to find yourself. The purpose of life is to create yourself. Jim Carrey. Jim's legacy extends beyond comedy clubs and movie screens. He has established himself as a multifaceted artist, exploring themes of identity, mental health, and social justice in his work. He has also used his platform to advocate for positive change, leaving a lasting impact not just on the world of entertainment, but on society as a whole. Throughout his career, Jim has worn many comedic masks, but his enduring impact lies in his authenticity. His willingness to be vulnerable, to share his struggles, and to use his humor for good has resonated with millions. He reminds us that laughter can be a powerful tool for connection, healing, and positive change. I believe in the power of the individual. I believe that we have the ability to change the world. Jim Carrey. As Jim Carrey continues to evolve and create, his influence on comedy, entertainment, and social awareness is certain to endure. He has shown us the power of laughter to move mountains, the importance of vulnerability in connecting with others, and the responsibility we all have to use our voices for good. So, the next time you laugh at a Jim Carrey character, remember, you're not just enjoying a comedic genius, you're witnessing the impact of a man who dared to be different, dared to make us laugh, and dared to make a difference. When it comes to comedic talent, Jim Carrey isn't just a star. He's a constellation, shining brightly with influences gleaned from various corners of the entertainment world. Let's explore the artistic giants and comedic heroes who helped shape his unique brand of humor. From childhood, Jim was captivated by the physical comedy of legends like Jerry Lewis and the Three Stooges, absorbing their slapstick antics and exaggerated expressions. Later, he found inspiration in the observational humor of Rodney Dangerfield and the absurdist wit of Monty Python. As a budding comedian, Jim honed his craft by studying the greats like Richard Pryor, Eddie Murphy, and George Carlin. He admired their ability to push boundaries, tackle social issues, and connect with audiences on a raw and personal level. Jim's comedic timing and improvisation skills were also influenced by musicians like Elvis Presley and James Brown. He admired their energetic stage presence and ability to connect with audiences through movement and music. The influence of animation and comic books is evident in Jim's use of exaggerated body language and facial expressions. For example, he incorporates the frantic animated energy of Chuck Jones's work and the absurd humor of comics like Guardians of the Galaxy into his performances. Jim draws inspiration from his own life experiences, incorporating elements of his childhood struggles and personal observations into his comedic characters. This adds a layer of authenticity and vulnerability to his humor, making it resonate deeply with audiences. A core element of Jim's comedic identity is his willingness to improvise and experiment. He embraces the unexpected, often going off script and creating hilarious moments on the fly, inspired by the energy of the audience and his own creative impulses. I do a lot of improvisation. I like to go where the scene takes me. It's like playing jazz. You have a basic structure, but you riff on it. Jim Carrey. While Jim Carrey is widely known for his comedic brilliance on screen, his creative endeavors extend far beyond acting. He has carved a path as a producer and writer, injecting his unique voice and artistic vision into projects behind the scenes. Let's dive into this lesser-known aspect of his career. Carrey's foray into producing began in the late 1990s with films like Man on the Moon and Bruce Almighty. These projects allowed him to exert greater control over the creative direction, ensuring they aligned with his vision and personal interests. As a producer, I get to have more of a say in the overall storytelling, which is something I'm really passionate about. Jim Carrey. In the 2000s, Carrey ventured into television production with shows like Kidding and I'm Dying Up Here. These projects tackled darker themes of mental health and the struggles of aspiring comedians, showcasing his desire to explore diverse narratives beyond purely comedic fare. I'm drawn to stories that challenge me and make me think. Comedy is great, but there's more to life than just laughs. Jim Carrey. Carrey often collaborates with other writers and directors on his production projects. This allows him to learn from their expertise while infusing his own unique perspective, fostering a collaborative and creative environment. He also experiments with different genres, demonstrating his versatility and artistic curiosity. Beyond producing, Carrey has also dabbled in writing. He co-wrote Ace Ventura, Pet Detective, and contributed to the screenplays of Man on the Moon and Dumb and Dumber 2. infusing his characters with wit and humor that resonated with audiences. Writing allows me to explore my ideas in a different way. It's a different kind of creative challenge that I enjoy. Jim Carrey. Carrey's work as a producer and writer has not only allowed him to expand his creative horizons, but has also fostered diverse storytelling and provided him with a platform to champion important causes. His projects have tackled mental health awareness, the struggles of artists, and even environmental issues, leaving a lasting impact beyond just humor. Carrey's openness about his own struggles with depression and anxiety has resonated deeply with millions. He speaks openly about the importance of seeking help, challenging stigmas surrounding mental illness, and encouraging others to prioritize their mental well-being. It is okay not to be okay. Depression is a real disease. It is not something to be ashamed of. Jim Carrey. Carrey actively supports various mental health organizations, raises awareness through interviews and public appearances, and even integrates themes of mental health into his creative projects like Kidding. He encourages open conversations and challenges societal perceptions, creating a safe space for those struggling. Carrey's advocacy extends beyond mental health. He's a vocal supporter of environmental causes, promoting sustainable practices and raising awareness about climate change. He's also passionate about animal rights, advocating for ethical treatment and animal welfare. We are not separate from the earth. We are part of it, and we have a responsibility to protect it. Jim Carrey. Carrey doesn't just talk the talk, he walks the walk. He actively invests in sustainable ventures, uses his platform to amplify the voices of environmental activists, and encourages others to adopt eco-friendly practices. Carrey's advocacy has impacted countless lives. He has helped destigmatize mental health issues, empowered individuals to seek help, and raised awareness about critical environmental and social issues. His authenticity, passion, and willingness to use his platform for good inspire others to become advocates for change in their own communities. Jim Carrey's story reminds us that laughter is indeed the best medicine, but his impact goes far beyond the realm of jokes and guffaws. He is a testament to the human spirit's ability to transform pain into purpose, vulnerability into strength, and laughter into a force for good. From his comedic heights to his artistic explorations and social crusades, Jim's journey is a tapestry woven with resilience, growth, and an unwavering belief in the power of connection. His legacy isn't just about box office smashes or hilarious characters. It's about the countless smiles he evoked, the conversations he sparked, and the courage he ignited in others to embrace their individuality, fight for their beliefs, and use their voices to make a difference. As the curtain closes on this chapter, remember, Jim's story is far from over. It's an ongoing narrative, one that inspires us to find our own laughter, embrace our unique journeys, and contribute our own vibrant threads to the grand tapestry of life. So, go forth, laugh a little louder, dream a little bigger, and remember, the world needs your spark, your voice, and your unique brand of magic. After all, as Jim himself declared, the purpose of life is not to find yourself. The purpose of life is to create yourself. And what better way to create yourself than to start with a smile? Thank you for watching. What celebrity would you like the next video to be about? Drop your suggestions in the comments below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell to stay updated. See you in the next video.